Welcome to upstate New York, Syracuse University, and under the dome today we have a terrific clash in store. A huge opportunity for both of these teams to get a boost and find a way to break into the top 25 if they can come out with a victory. As we'll see a team from the American, the Memphis Tigers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. We'll kick off and we'll be underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Memphis offense will have the football first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. So Syracuse's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Syracuse will send out the punt team. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Lewis to throw. Fires to the big fella. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Working that left side. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Rides the back on the option, the give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Flips it out on the screen. Turning it on. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Memphis wants to move quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They go to the ground. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. And the Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Almost had the completion, just missed it. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pulls it in, it's Cook. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. The Orange trying to come up with an explosive play to convert this 3rd down. Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Makes the catch right at the 50. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. This offense has it with really good field position. Leaves it with the running back. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Memphis hoping to take advantage of this red zone trip. From the gun, the ground game. Runs through the tackle. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Tigers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Looking to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Memphis.
Touchdown, Memphis.
Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Cincinnati is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Desmond Ridder should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Temple. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. On the run, it's Willis. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. From midfield, looking for room. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Grabbed in the middle, it's Cross. Both these teams have had some good moments this year, and they'd love nothing better than to improve their bowl positioning, build a little momentum by getting a win in this one.
They're just trying to punctuate the season, right? How big would it be for one of these two programs to finish the year as a ranked team? It would help them so much in the offseason with recruiting and really help their confidence looking ahead to next year, David.
And confidence and momentum and just learning how to win. A part of that is a part of the process of being great in the future. And this team, learning how to win, finding ways to get it done, it's only going to build momentum, and hopefully you can carry that over to next season.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Off play action. Wants to pass. Here's a heat. Makes the grab. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. We've reached the break, and Memphis is holding on to the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Nestled just inside that right upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. The Orange with a lot of work to do on third and long. It's a draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Pulls and fires complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. Lewis to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Memphis will be forced to punt. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. That's caught. It's Willis. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Wants to keep it in the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Gill. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Off the play fake on first down. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Lewis wants to pass. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Quick release by the QB. And this one will be stopped for no gain. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Handoff from the gun. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. And that last run leaves him with a 3rd down. Will they keep it on the ground? Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the 1st down. The Orange will have to punt. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Lewis to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Memphis will be forced to punt. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Caught behind the line. It's Cook. Breaks into the open. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Ross Simmons. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. The give on the option. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Hard running there. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Ross Simmons. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. West Virginia is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Don Nehlen, this has not been a blowout today in Morgantown. They're up by a field goal over Charlotte. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Lewis wants to pass. Makes the catch. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And how about the inside linebacker flying through there? You see those guys come up, and you see how fast they can come up and fit the run. But how about blitzing the quarterback, getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack?
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Trying play action. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds his man. It's Cross. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field.
Timeout.
Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle. It's Nixon. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he's got it inside the 35. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Willis. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Wide receiver going in motion. This is a designed run. Short gain on the play before he slides. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Caught over the middle. It's Cook. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Got some room headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Cuse.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead. There was just a little bit of time left in the first half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Memphis 10.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Running back searching for a hole. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good first half of football in a great town like Syracuse. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the dome in lovely central New York.
Memphis about to boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's James. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Off the play fake. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown Orange. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Memphis 10.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Shoots it to the left. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Lewis to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thompson.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively there. Third down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Syracuse with a major problem and a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Catch in the middle, it's Gill. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
Offense facing 4th down.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The give on the inside. Makes it past the marker. Finding open areas.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on, this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cook. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Holding. Offense.
So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. The Orange trying to come up with an explosive play to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Syracuse will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. Here comes the heat. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Lewis wants to pass. Trying to set up the screen. Nice move to keep running. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Fires one high and deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. Memphis will be forced to punt. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. From the gun, give on the inside. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's the pressure. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Syracuse will send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Pulls it, fired complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. From the gun, the running back has it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Lewis to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the ball was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's sort this one out. Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. Quarterback on the keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Gives it on the option. There he goes. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. Great job by the back on the option.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game. He wants to throw it. Firing to the right, complete. Tripped up for the tackle. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ross Simmons. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Ross Simmons. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Third down play from the gun. Snagged in the middle. It's Ross Simmons. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Under fire. Got out of trouble and throws. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Orange will have to punt. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. From the gun, running back gets to give. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Catch in the middle. It's Cross. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Lewis wants to pass. Got his man quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll toss it. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going to try to get it himself. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. The give from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. The give to the back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He'll keep it himself. Touchdown, Memphis! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
They're going to go for 2 here and try to extend that lead to a field goal. Trying to barge their way in. He's not going to make it. Still a 1-point game here in the 4th. They hope to push this edge onto a field goal.
Syracuse.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Willis. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Syracuse needs to come up with a big 3rd down play to keep the drive going. Motion from the wideout. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Holding. Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Syracuse will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Lewis to throw. Makes the grab. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got it behind the line. It's Smith. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, running back on the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They've hit a bit of a lull here, and they need to get things cranked up with this possession. Turning it on! They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And you've
created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the back. Oh, he's got a chance. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Running the red zone. It's Nixon. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Syracuse with a major problem and a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse. And they moved out front here on the 4th.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. With that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Sends it back in motion. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Nixon. He gets it into the end zone for the 2 to push that lead out to 7. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Bussey. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Grab near the sticks. It's Smith. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Lewis wants to pass. Quarterback just flat, missed it, incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Wants to throw it. He's taking the deep shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
And that is a backbreaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play, but the defense came up big in a big moment.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and breaks into the open. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Lewis to throw. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Converts on 4th down, and then he's still going. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got his man on the outside. Only a pickup of 4, but at least he got the clock stopped here late. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Here's a throw downfield late. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. You know, there's no real reason to panic if you think about it when this panicking ever really happened. But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
You can look at a lot of different statistics. I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on, keep working on them, keep developing. Those things you do well, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.